America Fest, or AmFest, happened from December 18th to December 21st, and it was Turning Point's USA event. There were a lot of big names on the ticket. This was the first AmFest without Charlie Kirk. And then we had an interesting guest that pulled up.
And the biggest
Nicki Minaj.
fest.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
Is that right?
Now, this is different coming from Nicki Minaj, to be honest, but this is something that's been happening recently, last few months. As you know, she came in from the UN and she talked about what was going on with the Christians in Nigeria. So this was something that obviously we've seen gradually happening time over time over time over time. Nicki Minaj positioning herself to be more aligned with the political right. Now, this is interesting, knowing the verbiage that people like Charlie Kirk have, talked about against black people. And historically, Nicki Minaj, although she's a Trinidadian, has been very, very pro-black. Husband is African-American, black American. She speaks up on the disrespect of black women. This is something that's very big for her. So for her to align herself with Turning Point USA, Trump, and Charlie Kirk's former organization is something that's interesting. But then it gets interesting.
Is that right?
Boys. Amen. Be boys. It's okay.
Be boys.
Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy. How about that?
What is this supposed to mean?
How powerful is that? How profound is that? Amen. Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So here is Nicki Minaj saying something that's, a lot of people could agree to this. Let boys be boys. Now, she is not talking down on boys who want to be girls, but it is interesting because in this essence, she's not pushing the same agenda that some of the Democrats are agreeing with, okay? Now, this, however, is offensive, possibly.
Now, I do not know a better definition for going out sad than what is happening with Nicki Minaj. Especially given the fact that a lot of her LGBTQ supporters are going to watch this. And another thing is the fact that a lot of them are still not going to care.
Now, the young lady points out that Nicki Minaj's fans are called the Barbs. And let me just tell you this, guys, and it's very interesting. When Nicki Minaj and Cardi B had a little back and forth a few weeks ago, like last month, and I was covering it, I don't know how many gay black men I saw that were Barb's fans that were really giving breakdowns, good breakdowns, historical breakdowns between the beef between the two of them. I was amazed. I even took some of my notes from these guys. I was amazed at the amount of gay black men that follow Nicki Minaj. Now, at the end of
I low key, since he mentioned that just a second ago, I low key I could see that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've kind of seen that before, them, the rainbows that support Nicki Minaj.
Today, Nicki Minaj is not talking down.
To be real, they foster after Nicki Minaj. Her voice, her mannerisms, the way she dresses, the way, you know what I'm saying? The rainbow dudes, they act like females and they learn it from females, right? You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj is one of them that they learn it from, bro. No cap.
Guys, I was amazed at the amount of gay black men.
Nicki is definitely associated with the rainbows. If she was speaking in code, she called JD Vance an assassin.
And
is that right?
Follow Nicki Minaj. Now, at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj is not talking down on her fans, but she's saying that it is okay
let boys be
to
boys.
Be a boy. You don't have to change your gender.
So this is what she's meaning here.
That's the word you can say, right? But then she also said this.
We're not being represented and not being admired for our beauty. If we felt like that as black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not.
You're missing the point, love. Nicki Minaj, don't go out like this. Don't go out like this, Nicki.
Downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother
Who says that?
me
Who says being pro-black has to do that?
that a woman feels and says that
She's an immigrant. She won't understand it. She won't understand us. She won't get it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's all she wants to be a part until, you know what I'm saying, only when it's beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Nah. We can't get behind this, Nicki.
it doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful. Why shouldn't she feel that?
That's not the
Why
point.
have we gotten to
That's
a point
not the
where
point.
certain colors or certain kinds of people have to be afraid of loving themselves and loving the way they look? Like, isn't that wild?
Now, Nicki Minaj
That's not the point.
talks about the fact here. You, as a white woman or as a white person, should not have to downplay who you are because you can still be beautiful. Okay?
Who says that they have to do that, man?
You can still be beautiful. Nothing is wrong with that. Be white. Now, again, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. It does seem pandering.
See, what she's doing is she's distracting you. She's steering you away from what pro-black is, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's steering you away from that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't need to be pro-black. Basically what she's saying. You don't need to embrace your blackness. You know what I'm saying? Because it hurts other people. That's not the point, bro. That's not the point of it. The point is systemically the fucking history, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the point.
Still be beautiful because you can still be beautiful. Okay, you can still be beautiful. Nothing is wrong with that. Be white. Now, again, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. It does seem pandering.
There's no problem with it, but
the lady who doesn't stick to her features at all.
Is that right?
Nicki Minaj, who has, I don't know how many surgeries, how many blonde hair, wigs we see her with. I mean, we just see Nicki Minaj operating as a person who doesn't love herself in the way that she's saying as a black woman, because seeing Nicki Minaj do everything but look natural. And now she's sticking up for the natural look of somebody else, which is not a problem, but you don't exude this. And now we see the biggest hypocrisy, which is this.
Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia.
Charlie,
she didn't even make that song. Did she? She went on that shit.
Charlie Kirk himself says he didn't think.
Now, I never listened to the full song, so I don't know.
That Nicki Minaj or Cardi B were good examples for the black community. And don't
They're
think
not.
that Nicki Minaj didn't hear that, because she did. But why is Nicki Minaj
up there in today's day and age, huh?
changing her position? Number one, Nicki Minaj has ongoing beefs.
They're all sellouts, bro.
Since COVID with Democrats. You've seen that.
You get with these record labels, man. You get in that industry, man. You're a sellout, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a sellout.
She also has vaccine-related claims and questions about spread information. Then there's broader frustration with the Democratic Party and liberal narratives around issues like free speech and trust in institution. And she also believed that her critics were trying to shut her down. She also felt that people in the Biden administration wanted to shut down her tough questions and things like that. So also, though, what's happening is the world is becoming more conservative. And Nicki Minaj is doing the same thing that we've seen everybody else do in the last 10 years. We saw Stacey Dash do it in 2015 with Fox News. We saw Amber Rose do it when Trump got into office. And so Nicki Minaj is doing a rebrand, just like Jeezy went from the snowman trap style guy to in shape Jeezy business guy, marrying Jeannie Mai, getting a broader audience, becoming more mature. And so what
ain't nothing wrong with what Jeezy done, though.
Nicki Minaj is betting
He changed for the better. These hoes is changing for the worse.
on, like the young lady said, is she's going to go conservative and she's going to keep all of her fans because her fans love her because of her music, not her political ideologies. And so what she's going to do is cross into a different market. And the reason why is because you just can't BBL and booty clap it up at 40. You just can't do it. So now Nicki Minaj has to rebrand the same way that Kim Kardashian had to rebrand. This is a business move, okay? And so because the world is getting more on the right, and Nicki Minaj may have felt this way the whole entire time, and
that's Nicki right there. I thought that was
this is what's going on. You're gonna see a lot of people doing this because people are tired of Democrats. Racism, especially from the white right, is getting out there. You got some blacks now, they can come out and monetize the bag. You can take your larger audience with you. They're gonna love you anyways. It doesn't matter. But not everybody is okay with it.
Relatable to who? Let's be clear. This is not some random appearance. This is the same Nicki Minaj who spoke at the United Nations with the Trump White House, has been posting Trump Truth Social screenshots, and is now openly aligning herself with the right-wing political infrastructure.
She's pushing an
doing
agenda.
events with the widow of Charlie Kirk, who literally just took over TPUSA after his assassination, and is openly promising to fight and expand the movement. A rapper with tens of millions of followers standing on stage with one of the most aggressive conservative organizing machines in the country, and nobody's supposed to notice. Nobody's supposed to ask why a global music icon is suddenly being plugged directly into American far-right
agendas, man. This is what they do, man. They use people like Nicki Minaj. They use niggas like rappers and athletes and stuff to push agendas, bro. You get signed to this record label, you gotta go do this appearance. It's business, man. You know what I'm saying? You no longer work for yourself once you sign that deal, man. Once you get too far gone, you no longer work for yourself. You no longer get to make decisions based upon yourself. You now are an employee. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. And you're used to push agendas.
Why a global music icon is suddenly being plugged directly into American far-right power networks. This is influence. This is normalization. And yeah, it's weird as hell.
So this person is saying this is weird as hell, and I don't disagree. It is weird. But see, it's not weird when the Democrats do it. The Democrats do it all the time. They have been using blacks to get to the vote, the black church. You got Obama singing Amazing Grace. You got Hillary Clinton and Roland Martin doing all kind of two-steps and stuff. So it's what you're telling me is it's okay when this happens, right? But now the Republicans are using the same recruiting playbook that you're using. It's just like college football. You come out with the offense first, then it starts winning. And so now people are coming out and using the same playbook. So now they got Nicki Minaj, who wants to make a rebrand herself, and it's the right time, it's the right amount of money, it's another bag, and now they're doing this, so now you're upset. It's what is happening. The change is going on. The same thing with Snoop Dogg. He hated Donald Trump, then performed. These guys got money too, and what's happening is now that funding is like NIL for college football. You know, you can have a team that didn't have as much cash, and now they got cash, and now they get paid for the blessing.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg did say he got paid to do something like a while ago. I remember that. I think it was when Trump was running, wasn't he? That nigga Snoop Dogg was pushing that Trump shit, bro. I'm apparently related to Snoop Dogg, bro. He looked like my damn cousin or my uncle. He looked like my uncle. My grandma say we related, but nigga, we don't know that nigga, man.
Players, and so now they can recruit. And so what you're seeing is with Turning Point USA and with...
I don't think Granny would just be lying out this motherfucker.
You know, like I said, the people on the right, the Jews on the right that have big businesses, they got Oracle. Hey, they can fund this, all right? So they can fund this, and then guess what? It's a big correlation between some of the powerful people in media, the powerful people in the music industry, and
my family do not fuck with Trump.
Down right with Trump. Nigga. They're the same people. So it's not like Nicki Minaj don't know some of these people. She probably does know some of these people, all right? She's a big-time artist. So Turning Point USA is being funded by Facebook, I believe. You had Meta that was there.
They're funded by the entire fucking world, okay? Because this is a fucking orchestrated plot to push an agenda, bro. Like, come on, Charlie Kirk dad is the architect for Trump Towers. Trump is the current president, bro. How much more alignment do you niggas need, man?
TikTok was there. Okay, Nicki Minaj is getting on board.
And my thing is, why is this the topic, bro? Where's the more information about Tyler Robinson, man? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck did this nigga do this shit and get away for a couple days, and then his dad turns him like, come, y'all niggas gotta wake up, bro. I don't know exactly how it went about, and I can't get on here and come with no what's the word, a psyop or something, nigga. I can't come with no story on how it was done, nigga, but I could tell you right now that shit was cap, nigga. It was orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? I know that much.
TikTok was there. Okay, Nicki Minaj is getting on board. People go where the money.
Yeah, don't nobody give a damn about Nicki Minaj these days, man. And she really don't want to get deported, cause she, you know, Trump going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Let that visa slip up or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be on her ass.
Is and once you show that you
that's probably what they told her. Shit, you don't go on here and do this. Shit, you got two options: get deported, or you come on here, turn the point USA, and you pander to us. You know what I'm saying? That's what the record label told her.
Can be monetized. People follow the cash, and the left is just not as lucrative as it used to be, because the climate is changing now. All right. And then, hey, you either get with it or you get left behind. That's what it is. You got to go with the culture. So she's going for the culture, and now you're mad. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy.
Hey man, Nicki Minaj, man. She been acting funny, moving funny. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to Nicki Minaj back in the day, that Young Money era. After that shit, who's Nicki Minaj? After Dungeon Dragon, nigga, rah, like a Dungeon Dragon. Bitch was hard, bro. Shorty was hard, you know what I'm saying? Fucks with Nicki Minaj back then, but current day, man, what? Ain't nothing about no Nicki Minaj coming my way. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this though, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. T-Bot Peter 9.